All right, so hey guys, we just wanted to we're back joining you here Monday morning, 9 a.m. If you caught our announcement in one of the groups, or if you knew about the page, today we're going to start and answer some questions about Motobucks, and it'll probably be a while before some people get on. So Ray, you want to talk?
And not just about Motobucks. This is just a forum for anything automotive. So if you have a problem with your car, if you got into an accident, things of that nature, we've been through every single scenario you could possibly think about with an automobile. Did your car get towed? Is it going to get towed if you're in a apartment complex and you get a sticker on your car? What does that mean? Also, things like lost title. How do you get one very quickly? We have, probably have answers for every single one of your questions, no matter what it is. If it's automotive related, buying cars, on our auction, how does it work? What does it mean? And things of that nature. Also, speaking about our auction, something that probably not many or any of the auctions are doing. One of them is we have 100% buyer's guarantee. So if anything goes wrong with you buying a car at all on our site, then we basically just refund the money back to you without question. Pretty much the Amazon approach to customer service. And another thing that we have on our auction that most don't is that when you're auctioning your car off, say you're on a 7-day auction and it's day 3 and the auction stalled out and you need to have the cash, you don't have to wait until the auction is over. You can literally end the auction anytime you'd like with the highest bid. And that is something, that we thought up for our sellers, because a lot of the sellers are in positions where they can't wait for the cash. Their car is going to get towed today, the rent is due, things of that nature. And so this is what Motobucks is all about. It's about helping the people that are selling the car, and then also the people that are buying the car. Exactly. And so we're developing a community, and doing this open forum brings anybody that would like to on to talk about anything cars, so we can help each other out as a community as well.
Right. Absolutely. And also too, Ray, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about the cash for cars aspect of what we're doing. So a lot of people, that have posted cars on Motobucks, we've bought the cars, our friends have bought the cars. There are car buyers. Don't let it fool you. If you're looking to post your car and you're waiting for a larger marketplace to exist, don't, because this is for people that want to sell their car quickly. I think we've put an offer on just about every car that's been on the site, haven't we?
We have. It also is going to dictate what your car is actually worth, because it's kind of hard. Sometimes you have a car and it's a little smashed up, but you drove the car a long time. You have, you really like the car, and you're like, oh, but this car, that car. It's just a car, and the cars are numbers. So the cars have a certain value attached to them, and it is what it is. And also is what they're worth is what somebody's willing to pay. So when you're on something like Craigslist or OfferUp, it's a little harder to gauge immediately what your car is worth. But on the auctions, you get a little better sense of that, because these are real people that are interested in your type of car, and they're making a bid on the car. They're not just throwing offers at you. They're actually putting a bid on the car. So at the end of that, about what your car is worth, to the public. Like, okay, this is why I got a $500 bid on my car. I wanted $1,000, but then this is another chance for you to hit that button that says, hey, this is what they say my car is worth, and I got about 30 minutes left in the auction, so I'm gonna just pull the trigger and sell it, because this is what I know my car is worth. And that's the other probably benefit over an auction versus open selling, especially when you want to get the most for your car now, kind of like a trade-in or a cash now offer for your car.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, and it really empowers the seller to have that feature. I think. I mean, it's to not have to wait an additional 7 days if you got the offer that you want. why wait? And in addition to that, the buyers, if you're a buyer out there and you buy a car on the website, you're expected to remove that car within 24 hours. So this is a local auction, for people in the local area, I should say. And with the speed of the buyers coming and paying out the sellers, and how fast that you get that car out of your driveway and get that money in your pocket, I think that's something that people are really growing to appreciate with the service.
Yeah, it's a good place for you to hit the market, and we've put every possible scenario on to where you can sell your car quickly to the public. And then, like I said, if you get there and the car is nothing like they said, or they didn't say it had a bad engine, but it has a knock and things of that nature, you're able to just walk away from the deal. And it's up to the seller to post exactly what the car is. The best part is that since you don't get to go and look at the cars before, we put in a section where you can ask the seller anything you want. It's up to the seller to tell you exactly what's going on with the car. And at the end, if you bid on it, a $500 car, you had a $50 auction fee, which is 10% of whatever the car sells for, and then you get there and the car is nothing the way it is, or you don't want to buy it, or whatever it is, or even if you adjusted the price, anything it is, you contact Motobucks afterwards, and we are going to check into the deal, see validity of it, and then instantly refund that money back to the buyer. If there was a problem with the deal and it didn't go through, then we're just basically 100%. We're not going to haggle with that at all whatsoever. So it's a very easy way to get some cars, and and then we're going to basically push the sellers to put as much information. If you want more pictures, things of that nature. I mean, it gets to a point even where if somebody wanted to take a YouTube video and post a link under the Ask Questions, you could do that sort of thing. It's basically risk-free, and it's a great way to get rid of the cars that have been sitting around Las Vegas. Hopefully, repurpose these cars, put them back together, because there's a lot of mechanics out there that are buying cars for maybe their niece or their cousin or their mom or dad or whoever it is, or fixing them and flipping them. And so this is a great opportunity for both to take advantage of this marketplace, which we all know Craigslist is pretty much dead, and OfferUp is beginning to be too commercialized, where we need a nice little local marketplace where just the locals can come in and buy and sell from each other and trust, and not worry about shipping things out, or people coming from from other cities or states that maybe they're not very sincere about buying your cars. And this way, your neighbor is going to come and get your car, and they'll get it within 24 hours.
Right, absolutely. And also too, just to touch on what you're saying about the buyer's guarantee. Everything Ray is talking about, the buyer's guarantee, protection for the seller, protection for everybody, wanting the sellers to really kind of get in detail about what's wrong with the car, because one of the things I feel anyway is that people think it's how do you buy a car sight unseen? This is an auction, and it's very simple. You have a guarantee that if the car is not the way that it's stated in the ad, you're going to get your money back. So you have nothing to lose in buying a car this way, and in reality, I think it's going to help keep the sellers kind of on point and really just saying what's wrong. So if you have an engine code, don't try to hide it. Say what that engine code is, because buyers are going to come out and they're going to do some tests. They're going to check your car. They're going to they're
I'm a car buyer. Yeah. Until I come out, I'm going to fully inspect the car before I buy it. I'm not just going to drag the thing away, no matter what, because it's not nice to waste money. We don't want to waste anybody's time or money. So the better you can describe the vehicles, the better actually you're going to get bids, and the car's going to be gone a lot faster. So even on the seller's side, you keep posting this everywhere and trying to hide this or that for another $50 out of your car or $60 out of your car is really going to waste probably $300 or $400 worth of your time, because guys like us are going to come out there, we're going to inspect the car and go over it, and if there's anything wrong with it, we're just not going to want it. You know, it has to make dollars to make sense in this world.
Absolutely. And, you know, and what you consider to be a problem, if you are a seller, let's say, may not be a problem for the next guy. So, you know, you may find out you need the engine replaced, and, you know, you get an estimate, and it's $3,000 to have that engine replaced. You know, to a mechanic, that's mostly labor, you know, so it really just depends, you know, instead of taking your car and considering it junk and bringing it, getting a scrap price, maybe it's for the metal, you know, and you get $100, $200 for your car, you know, you can really have an opportunity to give all the mechanics and all the different car buyers in the city an opportunity to bid on your car here on Motobucks.
I wish I could show my phone. I'll show you some pictures of the Toyota that I looked at. The 2007 Toyota was 76,000 miles on it.
How was that?
And it looked like somebody tried to squeeze the truck into a tight spot and scraped up the passenger side of it. And when I did the numbers on the truck was probably worth about $9,500, and the damage was right around $2,000. So these are the types of vehicles that are going to be going up. This was a real estate agent that was selling a house. The car's in the garage, and what is she going to do with it? They're not going to market it. The sister of the person that passed away, you know, is out of state, and the title's out of state. And even though I know it's a very simple thing, they don't know what to do. So these are people that call me, come out, give them advice, and let them know what to do in the situation. So I'm calling out to everybody too to say, hey, look, if you're in a situation with a vehicle, no matter what it is, I'm here to help you. Whether I, you know, profit from it or not, it's not what it's all about. What it's all about is I want to create this community of everybody helping each other out, so everybody's more aware and everybody saves money and saves time. There was a school teacher from Connecticut. The car was here. It was at Mannheim Auto Auction, and her son was driving the car. It was a lease, and so it was a 2-year lease, and the kid put 124,000 miles on it in 2 years. So the mother was in a very bad way. She couldn't come here. The car was a little bit in disrepair. We went to the auction, and we sorted everything out for her. We got money for her and mailed it off to her. We would make a couple of hundred or $1,000 on the car, and everything worked out for everybody. And so we're here. I know that some of my friends in the unions, we do business with Carpenters Union, and we do business with the Stagehands Union, and they call me the fixer. So basically, I come into a situation where you think, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I come in and I tell you exactly what's going on with that and what your options are. Because sometimes it's very daunting. You got to go to work, you have kids, things of that nature, and you don't have a whole lot of time. Where me, I've been doing this for 10 years here, and so I know what the processes are, what direction to go in. I would say there's very few times where you can tell me a situation and I'm going to throw my hands up and say, well, I just have no idea what you could do. You know, I usually know exactly. We did repo in this town for 2 or 3 years. I owned a towing company here in this town for years, and so all the title issues and things of that nature, what's legal, what's not legal, I pretty much know the answers. And so that's a lot of, like I said, reason for these forums and for us opening up this channel so anybody can do that. And so listen, we're going to be here every single Monday, and we're going to start this growing, and hopefully we'll get a lot of really great questions and answers for you. And even if I don't answer it right now on the board or whatever it is, I'll make sure that I follow up on whatever question you guys have and get it back to you as soon as humanly possible. And so again, I'm Raymond Adrade, and this is David Tracy. We're the owners of Motobucks, and we're here to take your questions. So we'll be on sporadically during the week, but Mondays always at 9 to 9:30, we're going to be on here answering all your questions. And we appreciate you guys coming out.
That's right.
And for the rest of your day, and feel free to leave comments. Okay?
Yeah, if you see this in a replay, if you're not watching this live, feel free to comment, because we're going to see all those. really, guys, we want to answer any questions that you have. You know, we get them a lot. A lot of people are just getting used to the idea of, you know, a person-to-person online auction. And, you know, it's exciting, and you know, to see the sellers, you know, meeting the right buyers and, you know, getting more money for their cars than they would have, you know, at the junkyards. You know, it really makes us feel great, and we want to help you with it. So if you have a question, if you watch this, you saw it on replay, make sure you comment your question. We will get back to you, and we hope to see you on Motobucks real soon.